KILR Killer Game.
Hello, gamers, simmers, and pilots. I am the Killer Gamer, and welcome back to the tour around the world featuring X-Plane 10, along with some customization that I've been able to do with help of the scenery gateway, and just a little bit of my own little touches, so we can have some air traffic at the airport that we're flying out of and flying to. With World Traffic 3. So, a bit excited that I've been able to learn more about that and be able to get traffic so that way these airports look like they've got a little bit more life to them. Let's go ahead and talk about our flight. So, with our little Commodore 64 map, which is just easy to follow since we're following the same flight plan, right here we're at DuPage, and we're making a short flight over here to Aurora Municipal. And we are definitely not going to be using ATC on this because the last flight that we did ATC on took a lot longer to get to the airport than what it would normally take, in my opinion. So, but I did want to do it at least once so that way you all had an experience of what the ATC was like with X-Plane 10. And we will get back to it when there's like a little bit more of a longer flight. But for these shorter ones, no, it'll just take us the long way around. Something else I'd like to be able to do is put our flight plan just real simple over here into the Garmin. Let's go ahead and get everything turned on here. Alright, click on that right there. This was our last flight here, obviously. It's going to be KARR. Okay, Aurora. So we've got that set up there. And there we go, activate leg, that's what I'm looking for. Very good, we got 12 miles to go. As far as which direction we go, this might be it. Stupid deer. The direct, I think this is 235. I think that's the heading we're supposed to go. So we'll give that a shot and see if that's the case. Now, as far as ATC, we could use the one that comes with World Traffic 3. It'll at least tell us, hey, take this runway so that way you're not running into traffic. Okay, so which one do we want to take? How about we just take off from Runway 10. That's the one we landed on before. I can't change my height like I was able to before. That's odd. Well, there we go. I can move it back and forth, but I can't move it up and down. Oh, I wonder if it's because... No, that shouldn't be it. I don't know. Maybe when I activated the World Traffic 3. Well, no, it worked on the last one. I don't know. Well, there was some traffic that was generated in the parking areas, but I don't know if we're going to see anything actually taking off or landing, unfortunately. It does work, though. I tested it out. Okay, holding short, runway 10. It generated some traffic over there too. I see one plane right there. We just don't see anything moving about. Wish I knew what was causing that. I thought we would do a flyby over the airport. Okay, there's a couple of aircraft parked. There's one there. I saw one right there. There's another one. It was a tiny one. I think you have to give it a little bit of time before they start coming in the land and take off and stuff. Alright, what heading do we need to go to? C-35? That's actually about the right heading. Just over 10 miles. I wonder if that's it right there. That's about right. Telling us to go heading at 235? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like I said, not very far. And at least if you've got the ATC with World Traffic 3 and you tell it, hey, I'm going to be going on this runway, I think it's smart enough to say to not have any aircraft going against you. Trees on top of buildings. Let's head this way. I'm thinking about landing on runway 27. Because I did that on Flight Simulator 2020. I think I did it on 8 and 9 also. So it'd be kind of nice to be able to see some similarities and stuff. Let's check in to see if there's an ILS. There's not. There's a G-nav though. Or sorry, R-nav. Not very helpful from what I can see. Ah, it's straight in, okay. Clear for approach, runway 36. I don't want that one. I want runway 27. Okay, well, let's take 36. I don't think I've landed on that runway yet. Descend to 1200. Holy crap. That's kind of low. That ATC's a bit picky, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, here's the runway right there. That's runway 27 that we've landed on, I think X-Plane 8, 9, and Flight Simulator 2020. But at least you'll be able to see the scenery from here, like all the storage units and stuff. having me go this direction. There's one. There's one taking off right there. Oh no, he's on a taxiway. I think that's a taxiway I had a problem with. There was some type of problem that I had to remove some points and I wound up deleting a whole taxiway. I think that's over there. That said taxi to runway 10. Which I thought was kind of odd. How about we just take our own taxi route here? Is it me, or are all those birds on the ground? What the heck is going on there? Is there any planes coming? I guess they're crawling on the ground. Sorry, I don't mean to have to run over you, but... Not a parking spot, but we have a special parking permit which allows us to park right here. Goodness, I got the parking brakes on. Alright, we'll go and turn her off. And here we are. We're at Aurora Municipal. You can see some of the work there. Now keep in mind, I didn't actually build the airport. I just downloaded this from the Scenery Gateway and then converted it to a X-Plane 10 compatible file. I thought that was a plane. That's a balloon. So that's really all that I did. Well, I did add some more parking spaces too, in hopes that that might help create a little bit more traffic. But yeah, and then there's all the storage facilities that are over there. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this flight. If so, click that like button, share, and leave some comments. It helps out the video and helps it get it out there in people's recommended feeds, so others will know that there is a X-Plane 10 series out there going from airport to airport. And if you're new here, hey, why not become part of our killer community? It's really awesome. Click that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so that way you get notified of future flight simulation content, which comes out on a weekly basis. And then if you like live streaming, I do some live streaming on Twitch. Head over there, give me a follow, and hopefully I'll be able to meet you on one of these streams. And at times I do recordings too while I'm streaming, and it gives you a chance to be a part of the show and ask questions and just be a part of the of what's going on. And then I also have an Instagram account where I take pictures and photos of projects that I'm working on behind the scenes. Twitter is our official source for killer news, announcements, updates on the station, and just some retweets that I think you might find interesting. Snapchat, hey, that's just a fun little app that we just kind of play around with every now and then. And then Patreon for those of you who would like to support the channel. I appreciate anything you're willing to do, and you also get something in return. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it. And I will see you on the next exciting leg of our journey. Have a killer awesome day.